And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. And that's through there for a strike. And the home opener is underway. Way
Ball,
inside. Merrill on the move. One down. So up next, Jackson Chourio.
Fielder, number 11, Jackson Chourio.
That one's in there. Strike one. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Christian Yelich.
0-1.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Runner on the move. That's back. And that one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's 2-0. Base is empty, one away. William Contreras getting ready to hit. He was late there. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. Comes up empty.
0-2.
He goes down looking. Two down, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Here comes a pitch. Outside low. And that's ball two.
2-2 the count.
And that will fall. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting six.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Fouled off left side.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
One strike.
Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Tatis going back. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Now it's the DH, Luis Arias. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. And a strike in there. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. In the air, left field, Chourio. And there's one away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
In there at the knees. 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Man at second. That one ripped. Way back there. Into the balcony and gone. Home run. And this game is tied. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Manny Machado up to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
You know, Boog, Petco Park seems to be transforming into Machado's castle. Nobody's hit more home runs in this ballpark. And Machado passed Adrian Gonzalez for the top spot on the list in 2023.
And Machado able to spoil that pitch. One down, base is empty. Just misses. Yeah, the count 1-2. That one ripped right center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Tied up here in the early going. Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. In there at the knees.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Chourio right there to make the grab. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. Pivetta back to work. Just missed. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The count's full.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Now here is Joseph Ortiz. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard. Great reaction there. The momentum of the dive takes him into foul territory, but comes up and makes the play. Outstanding job to get an out right there.
This is Bryce Terang, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Foul ball.
Ground ball up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Number 10,
Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Pitch misses. And the count even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Base hit into the outfield. The throw in. The tag out. Jackson Chorio now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Check swing called strike. And the count 1-1. That's a base hit. Terang headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 3-2.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Yelich, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that's downstairs. And the count is 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Now 3-0. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. Coming around third is Frelick. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Ball 1 on a pitch inside. And that is cut on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Diaz gets it to first. That ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy, and Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
Tosses to first. Bogart's retired. Fly ball down the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. There's a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Now 1 missed. 2 outs, base is empty. This one in the air, center field. Mitchell makes the play, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Rhys Hoskins. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. First
Off the plate,
pitch, and he
ball one.
just misses. And a foul ball. One out, bases empty. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
The bat, number 9.
2 down, bases empty. Zach Neto up now for the Brewers. The shortstop takes the ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really struck him out swinging. And back here in San Diego, Luis Arias stands in.
Designated hitter, Luis Arias.
Ripped to short. Fires over to Hoskins. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Drilled out towards left center field. Mitchell moving back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Pulls into 3rd safely with a triple. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. That just misses, and it's 1-0. Line drive, base hit, right center field. In comes the run from 3rd, and it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Cutter on the inside edge of the plate. That's a tough pitch to handle, but he seemed to have no problem with it whatsoever. Turned on it nicely.
Curve in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Lead runner holds at 3rd, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging on a aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Next to hit, Tyler O'Neill. And he takes one right on the black. 0-1. And fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that misses. 1-2 the count.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now it's 3-2.
That's a really good take.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And that's in for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. Tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
2 on, 2 outs. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The 3-1. And that one clips the corner.
We got a full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Fought off foul. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the third.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Hoskins steps on the bag. That ends the inning. Back here at Petco Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, these Brewers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Yeah, now 2 balls and a strike.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs, and hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And a swing and a miss.
2-2 now.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Iglesias fires over to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Splits the plate. 0-1. Just missed. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. And that is out of play. That's too low. And it's 2-2. And it's caught for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Sal Frelick. Outside low. 1-0.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Nice grab. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Padres putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Tied at 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Elias Diaz. Fly to center his first time. In the dirt. And that's ball 1. Bunted back towards the mound. Neto for 1. How about that double play?
Great job on the mound, fielding his position and making a good throw to second to get the double play started. Far too often we see pitchers have a hard time with that throw, but no issues right there. That's good practice paying off in a game and resulting in 2 big outs.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And that's a 2-out double. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He gets the intentional walk here and now will force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. And the batter now, Jackson Merrill. He's already homered here in this one. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Aaron Ashby. And he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Aaron Ashby.
That misses. And that is ball one.
No strikes.
Just missed.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready now for the fifth inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Chourio, only 20 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one is downstairs, and the count is 1-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And he handles it himself for the out. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Manny Machado. There's a line drive to left field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So digging in now for San Diego, Tyler O'Neill.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
And another ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Long gone. And that gives him a lead. It's 5-4. So 1 out, nobody on. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. In the air, out towards left center. Chourio puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Has grounded out a couple of times. In the air, right field. Frelick after it. And that is that. Back here in San Diego. And here is
First baseman, number 12, Reese Hoskins. Now pitching for the Padres, number 37.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
The changeup right there just pulled the string.
That's down and in.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Garrett Mitchell digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it up.
Runner takes off. Pitch is low.
Counts 1-0.
Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2.
No, that's a foul ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That misses the zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tatis really on his horse for it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Back here at Petco Park. Bottom of the inning. And now, Jose Iglesias. So the Brewers bring on a new pitcher from the pen, Tobias Myers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Diaz up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Look out! And it hit him. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. That one fouled off. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Diaz stands at first with 1 out. That misses the zone. 2-1. Ripped on a line. Chourio snags it on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The center fielder.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 8-4. Machado in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit right field. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball there. Misses off the inside, and that's ball 2.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
And that's a fair ball. Coming home. He'll score easily. He's in there.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do.
Nick Mears on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man at second. Check swing. Now an appeal to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Makes the grab, 2 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs. Check swing. He held up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Nope.
Swing and a foul straight back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 7th. The batter will be the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
You know, these Padres really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground to third. And it gets by him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Just missed. Bogaerts gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Check swing called strike. In the count 1-2. Iglesias started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's Elias Diaz. First pitch misses. Man at first, 1 away. Line drive. Makes a nice running catch. 2 away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Nope.
Arise in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a foul ball. Ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it from his knees. The throw. It's there, and that's a great play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the eighth. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. And that drops in for a strike. Matsui, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss. And to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt.
2-2 the count. Foul ball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Here's Yelich at the dish.
Now batting, designated hitter Christian Yelich.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
O'Neill makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in San Diego, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Abner Uribe.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that's
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
That one
2
not
balls,
close.
2 strikes.
And the count's even at 2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Tatis around second.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Came screaming off the bat. I'm sure exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Merrill in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And the slider just misses.
2 balls, no strikes.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 3-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Fouled off left side. Runner at third here. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Reaching down, makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead. Here's Manny Machado. Foul ball.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside. That one off the mark. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Tyler O'Neill, the next up for the Padres. And ball 1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up next, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Neto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Ball 1 there. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.